Good afternoon. It's the end of week 4 of distance learning. I feel we're definitely getting used to it and adapting to it, but it doesn't necessarily mean we're fully comfortable or really like it instead of what we normally have in terms of our wonderful BSAK school. So we are getting there. It is becoming more the norm, unfortunately, but hopefully it won't be the norm for too much longer. One thing we can see is that the variety of work is greater. More varied tasks are being sent home in different formats, and that's been something really positive, and that's come from your feedback. It doesn't mean that we have every lesson switched over to a conference call or to pre-recorded. It's that blend we want, just as we have a blend in school when we're teaching. So hopefully you're seeing that now. Obviously certain methods and tools are not always appropriate, particularly for the younger students, but we are really trying and working hard, and we are hearing really good feedback from parents that they are becoming far more used to this style of learning at home, which is not easy, but also that they are appreciative of the variety of tasks and the work that the teachers are putting in. So thank you for that feedback. That when we get that during the week, it certainly gives people a boost to carry on and to keep reviewing and keep trying to check things and change things. Been many positives, as I say, lots of feedback. But again, we do want to hear from you. We don't want you to if there's something not right, we don't want you to suffer in silence. We want to hear. If we can change it, we will do. One thing I've definitely come to understand even more than normal is that every family is in a unique position. You have different ways of working at home, you have different pressures, you have different times that suit you. And again, this is very difficult when we don't have a fixed routine of a start of school and an end of school day as we would normally have. So that has become far more exposed to us, and we're trying to help individual families now. And that tends to be what the feedback is about, more about individual concerns than a general concern. So I feel we're moving forward, but as I said at the beginning, it's moving forward with something that we don't really like compared to what we normally have. Parents, I just want to say a huge thank you for your support. I know I say it each week, but each week we move on with this distance learning, the far greater your involvement has become in terms of it's a longer time to be doing this. If you do need help, please do reach out to us. This week we've had a number of parents individually just say, could I have some help with this or that? And we've accommodated that. So please don't feel that you're coming to us with a problem that we're not willing to help with. We want to help you. We are in this together. So I can't say that strong enough. We are in this together. So if there's something that's not working for you, it's then not working for us. We've got to get this right as best we can. So please do reach out and communicate with us if you need some additional help. Students, your work that I'm seeing is phenomenal, and you continually adapt. And I've said in my letter this week, I think one of the big takeaways from all of this, when we have to look at positives, and the way I like to operate is we try and find the positive out of any situation, is that you have developed and are continuing to develop something that all schools want to see in their students, and that is adaptability. And I think if a positive can come out of this terrible situation with coronavirus, and for you individually, is that how adaptable you have become, and that future life challenges that come your way, how you should be able to cope, because you're coping with this and you're coping admirably. So please do carry on doing what you're doing. I just am amazed by you on a daily basis when I see you in school, but even more so now with the big challenge that you have and how you are coping. So very, very well done. I'm really proud of you, as we all are. Exam students, this is your last week coming up now before we start collating data. So keep pushing. The final push is here. Everything will be considered. Past data, exams, tests, previous performance, and what you've been doing over this distance learning. All of that data will be considered, and the exam boards have given us very clear directive of what we need to do. What I will say to yourself and your parents, though, if you're in exam, is you cannot ask teachers for a grade, because Ofcal, the examination watchdog as such, has said we must not give out any grade to the student. This is frustrating for us, for you, There's uncertainty, but we are not allowed to give out a grade. That's the equivalent of us giving you an exam paper early from the exam. That would put our exam status at threat. So please, students and parents, do not put teachers under pressure and ask for what grade that is going forward. We are passing data to the exam boards, and the exam board will be the ones who decide on the grade, not the school. So in a week where we don't see each other, someone sent me a video, one of our instrumental staff, of some students working online, and it really made my week. When we lose that interaction, face-to-face interaction, sometimes we need to see something that cheers us up, and this really cheered me up. So please have a quick look at this. I hope you do enjoy it. We've spoken to the parents and got permission to show you, and I hope it has a great end to your week as well. Wow, well I enjoyed watching that again. It's about 3 times I've watched it this week. And when I have those wobbly moments and feeling a bit of uncertainty or feeling a bit down, I've played that and it's just absolutely cheered me up. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope that's a start to your weekend in a positive light. As I say, do reach out if you need any help. And finally, I'd just like to say, please step away from the screens, have a complete break from that intensity that we have, which is far greater than when your children are at school. Have a good weekend and stay safe. Thank you.